A little bit about my background. I'm currently the SVP of HR with FASHIONPHILE, a re-commerce company based in California. And I'm about 25 years in the HR space and leadership roles. I love HR for all the reasons many of us who do this work do. I love finding the potential in people. To that end, I've had my own coaching practice for the last several years as well. And I love helping people find fulfillment. This journey for me around helping people find personal fulfillment really was a personal journey that started. So often from need comes a new idea. And that's actually what happened for me about maybe it's 2017, 8 years ago. I realized that although I loved my job and I was outwardly successful with it, I really had lost the connection and the fulfillment that I enjoyed about my role for so many years. And I decided to take a sabbatical. Thankfully, my employer at the time offered me that flexibility. And I traveled for 4 months. I saw amazing things, checked things off my bucket list, things that I'm so grateful to be able to have done. And what I realized was that sense of disengagement that I was experiencing felt a little like a just treadmill. Every day you wake up, you do the next thing. Even amongst this adventure that I was on for several months, even that adventure felt a little bit like a treadmill. And what I started to ponder for myself is how much of what I'm experiencing is an outward experience, meaning things outside of me are impacting me, and how much of this is an internal conversation and how I'm choosing to show up every day. That element of self-leadership that leads to fulfillment. When I came back from that sabbatical, I really doubled down to better understand myself, my values, what drives me, things that I would hope that I had learned earlier, to be honest, but I had been so focused on delivering results and the things that I was doing. I hadn't spent a lot of time as a leader developing who I wanted to be and really fulfilling that side of my beingness as part of my role. And so I learned that there were a lot of skills I hadn't developed around reframing and gratitude and solutions orientation as it results to personal problems. So more of a fixed mindset around my capabilities to grow and change, some of those things. I found that being able to develop those skills really drove an entirely different engagement as I came back to the same job, the same boss, the same company, the same routine. Nothing outside of me had really changed, but internal to myself, I was experiencing all of that with a very new lens and had truly transformed from what it felt like from the inside to have an entirely different experience. And one that allowed me to be a lot more engaged, to stay at a company for multiple years longer than I intended to while on a sabbatical or thought I would leading into that. And it really led me to recognize that if this is true for me, it's probably true for a lot of employees. And if I had some of these skills earlier in career, how that might have helped me in a variety of ways over the years. So that is what led to me focusing on personal fulfillment or seeing it as a business opportunity or an impactful business investment, was my own personal journey into personal fulfillment.